What's up, guys? You are on the air and off the books with Beth Ann and Samantha, and welcome to our Bookopoly, our first Bookopoly update. We have not started yet, but I think we've all rolled, right?
Yes. So, I was pulling up all the info. So, last episode, we talked to you guys about what the plans are for 2025 and like how we made this cool Bookopoly board. And I think it's actually posted on Facebook so you can see the work that Brittany poured her heart and soul into. And so, we wanted to update you with everybody's first roll because, it's Christmas. Everybody's taking vacations and stuff like that. And we want to be able to start on January 1st so that people can hit the ground running because this is a competition.
Yes.
So we want to be able to, like, fist fight if we need to,
battle,
et cetera.
With swords.
Right. Like pull punches, set up traps.
Yeah.
All that. It is what it is.
Throat punches.
Yeah. And we all start off with 200 points because we passed go. We all decided that, so nobody would be in the negative. Small mercies. Doug. And so we wanted to come on here and talk to you about like what everybody's plans are. Again, let everybody know who all is participating. And yeah, so let's start off. Let's see here. We have a big a group chat going so we can keep everything updated. And it is fantastic and hilarious, and I'm very excited. Have you guys out there in podcast land started your own Bookopoly yet? That's what I want to know.
You should.
You should do this.
100%.
Exactly. So, Kaylee, she is our head of marketing, if you didn't already know. She's the whiz behind Facebook, among a million other things. And she rolled a 5 that took her to one of the railroad stations that was the Discovery Bookmobile. So she has to read a book about Discovery. And so I'm not sure if she's actually... She talked to us a little bit. And I think she's been bouncing ideas off of Ben about what she wants to read for the first of the year.
Is she going to start with a Stephen King novel?
I think Ben said that every year she does start with a Stephen King. That's her tradition. I could be wrong. I don't live with Kaylee.
Or does she?
You never know. Anyway, I don't. And so I think she was saying that she was going to start The Gunslinger by Stephen King.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that there was some...
there was scandal.
Some finagling.
Yeah. We had to police the book. Yeah. Make sure that it was long enough.
Because one of the rules is it has to be 250 pages.
Yes.
And we all know that rule is for me because I'm a chump and I have to... I read a lot of short things. Okay?
Beth Ann will be reading The Poltergeist.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, that's a good idea. Reread. If it ever comes to reread, probably not, depending on how long it is. But depending on the edition of The Gunslinger, the original edition is not long enough. But if she reads one of the other editions of The Gunslinger, it meets the criteria by just enough. So we cheated a little bit for her, bent the rules quite here and there. And so I think she's going to start The Gunslinger. If not, we'll have to update you again later about what she decides. Another cool thing about this is that if you start a book based on the criteria, but you don't really like it, you DNF it, you can pick a different book. You just have to complete the prompt. So if you don't complete your prompt, that's when you're getting...
Negative 500?
500 stinking points. I
yeah.
cannot stand you people, I swear. So then Trisha landed on Western Avenue. And she has to read a book from the villain's point of view. And so I'm wondering, and that's what you landed on, right?
I'm there with Trisha. We're battling it out. We're fist fighting on Western Avenue.
Yeah, and she's mad because you rolled doubles.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So you get what, double the points?
Yep. Sorry, Trisha. Sorry, not sorry.
I think you said you wanted to read, well, let's see what Trisha wanted to read. I don't think she actually has told us yet what she wanted to read. Which is wild to me. I think she's debating. but it has to be from the villain's point of view. And there's so many things out there right now that you could do for this prompt if you wanted to pick this prompt up for yourself.
Yeah.
Like the assistant to the villain.
You could do Akatar because Rhys-Ann starts out as a villain.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that.
Yep.
Well, if you like Tamlin,
Yep, he's also a villain. So we're not being crazy picky. Like, it does not have to be like a known villain.
Yeah, we're not going to micromanage you much.
Unless you're like totally cheating, and then we'll...
Yeah, then we're going to call you out. Listen, they call me out. So,
yeah.
Jessie landed on Louis L'Amour Lane, and her prompt was to read a book about crime. And she is going to be reading House of Glass by Sarah Pekkanen. Pekkanen. And I think she also gets double points. She rolled doubles, too.
We both rolled doubles.
Exactly.
Wait, who got a higher number, me or Jessie?
I think that, let me see.
Is it the same points?
No, it's not the same points. So here's go. So you pass true crime, biography place, bookmobile. So you have more than she does because you're ahead of her because you go past the stacks, which it's stressful. This is so stressful. People have been like really debating it's been like a process. So it makes me once we really get going, we're going to have to make decisions like super fast, or we're going to get really behind. I'm going to get really behind really fast. And I'm really worried about it. So Brittany, our teen librarian, Jessie is an information services assistant like us. And Brittany is our teen librarian, and she landed on the stacks. And she got to draw a card for a prompt. And she gets to literally, at the first of the year, pick a cookbook. Oh, yeah.
That was some bullcrap. I think she rolled, and then she, like, saw the dice, and she, like, switched it.
Already accusing people of cheating.
We gotta watch out for Brittany.
She's, like, coming in hot. She gets to make a recipe from a cookbook that we own here. So hopefully we'll be able to get to some pictures of that and post it for you to see.
She better bring it in and let us try it.
Oh, yeah. Maybe she'll make desserts.
We should have made that, like, a requirement. You have to bring in the food. Only to ATD.
Listen.
Only to Beth Ann and Samantha. Since we're hosting, we gotta try the food, you know?
Right. Exactly. Or she can make, like, cookies or something. Mm. What we'll do is we'll get a picture of the cookbook and the... It's gonna be, like... recipe.
It's gonna be, like, garlic butter. She's gonna be like, this is what I made.
Dude, why not, though? Man, such easy points. I swear. So Doug rolled and got snake eyes and had to draw a card. And so he actually got a penalty because he landed, I think he landed in the stacks, if I'm not mistaken. Dang. And so apparently his card read that he returned a book late, so... he prevented somebody else from checking out his book, so he lost 150 points.
Dang. So he's only got 50 points.
He's only got 50 points. And, like, standing there in front of your, like...
Poor Doug. You can
in front of your boss and
work
watching.
Your way back up.
Oh, dude. I was so, like, oh, no. This is... Yeah. I was very uncomfortable. I was like, oh, no. This is not... So he said, I'm officially losing before it even starts. He rolled again and landed on Johnstone Street, and he has to read his most recent purchase. And I believe that he decided that was going to mean that because he uses a lot of library resources, which you should too. If you don't know, if you're too busy to pop by the library, we have Libby, we have Hoopla, all kinds of ebooks and audiobooks that you can get free with your library card. Among the things that you can check out here. And so because he utilizes his local library for 2025 for you, he is going to go ahead and read the most recently purchased YA graphic novel. And the book is The Terrifying Tales of Vivian Vance by Josh, I think it's Ulrich, Ulrich. And he said it was a graphic novel and it's 250 pages long. He checked. Because we all know we're going to be like Hawkeye in that.
Yeah.
So, I think that's going to be a really great idea. Hopefully, he'll be able to write us a recommendation for that. We'll know some starage when we get there.
Starage.
Exactly. And then who am I missing? What are you going to be reading? What was your prompt? What are you going to be reading?
I have to think. I think I'm going to be reading Powerless. It says there's like some sort of villain point of view in there, but I guess I have to like check and make sure. So I'm not like reading it and then I get 50% through and, you know, I haven't qualified for the reading prompt.
I think the biggest police that we're going to come across is ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to be so stuck on, like, so it's going to be this weird way of, like, asking people for help that play the game, but also at the same time, like, not really wanting to help you because I don't want to, like, let you win, but I also don't want to sabotage you at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
I also might read Butter.
Butter.
It's by a Japanese author. Let me tell you. Butter. It is by...
Isn't that BTS?
Yes. Asako Yuzuki. And it is about a chef who is also a serial killer.
Yeah, that's right. I think you recommended that to me.
So, villain's point of view.
That actually sounds like a really good idea.
Can't get more villain than a serial killer.
That's true. Candace also rolled for Johnstone, so she also has to read her most recently purchased. And we do not know yet what that is going to be for her. She has not decided. And then I rolled for, I have to read something because I got a book prompt. I had to draw a card. And I have to read something that takes place on a train. And mine's a little bit of a stretch.
How big of a stretch? I'm going to be policing Beth Ann right now.
I know. I'm going to be the most policed, I feel like. So I'm going to read Red Rising. In the beginning of the book, like, a lot of their time is spent on these trams that go back and forth for their jobs.
Oh, well, then that counts.
Exactly. See?
I thought you meant, like, somebody saw a train and then, like...
Oh, there's a train!
That's a little...
Yeah, that's a little
That's
far.
a little bit cheating.
Yeah, I agree with you. But yeah.
I would say the person has to, like, be on a train at some point. Like, somebody in the book has to be on a train.
I agree with you. And a lot of the dialogue at the beginning is, I think his name's Darrow.
Yeah.
I have started this book, and I'm like, on chapter 3. But I'm going to reread it because I put it down a long time ago. So I do know a little bit of information. I don't think that's cheating because I don't remember a whole lot. But I've been getting lots of recommendations that I will really love this fantasy. It's by Pierce Brown, Red Rising series. I think it's like a 8 or 9 book series, which I don't know why I do this to myself because I can't finish things.
Is it 8 or 9? I thought it was 5.
Oh, maybe it's not that long.
What is it?
It's got to be at least 6, right? Like the first trilogy and then the second trilogy. I thought there was 7 though. At least.
There's. Hang on, we're about to find out. Please hold.
Fact check.
We're fact checking before we spit lies on the podcast. And Pierce Brown sues us for everything.
For defamation.
There's 6 in the Red Rising.
Okay, 6. My bad. I know one dropped this year or last year.
Lightbringer dropped last year.
Yes. And people, like, fainted over themselves.
And they were, like, crying. I've seen people reading it, and they're, like, sobbing. And
yes. It's so emotional.
That's why I want to read it, but...
But it's definitely a science fiction more than I think it is a fantasy.
Yeah.
Because it is taking place on Mars. And it's like a Hunger Games type, dystopian type, apocalyptic, future sci-fi situation. And it's like a class system and everything like that. So I'm hoping that it's going to be really, really great. I really actually wanted to finish my Empire of Silence that I'm reading. But that's like 800 pages. Let's be honest, if I do that,
you've been reading that for a while.
This is book 2, Howling
Dark. Oh, okay.
So, which you should read because this is a space opera and it is just stunning.
All I can picture when you say space opera is people in space singing like opera music.
It reminds me of The Fifth Element with that blue girl singing.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm talking about? That's what I think of when I think of space opera. But that's not really what that means. You have to look it up. It's actually very interesting that they use that terminology. But it is. And it's very romantic. Hadrian is just... He's my man crush right now.
We need, like, point prediction. We need, like, how many points we think that we're going to have at the end of this.
Oh, you want to,
on January 1st, 2026, how many points do you think that you will have?
1,000.
I'm going to say I will have 4,500.
1,000. I am not
with the minus sign or a plus.
I am very not confident about my ability. So this is the thing, guys. Like, you're probably thinking, why are you playing if you think that you're going to fail? Because it's just going to be fun, man. To sit here and watch everybody else duke it out for competition's sake. Me trying to figure out new things to read, book talking with people. It's about the experience and not about the end. For me, particularly. And so I really am just ready to enjoy this process and the laughs and the fun that it's going to bring to the table. I think it's really refreshing. And so I'm really excited about that. Even though I know I'm the slowest of all of us, I just want to enjoy my time in the group too.
I will say, I think people who are primarily going to listen to audiobooks are going to be the winners.
Yeah, because we didn't say that it had to be physical copies of things.
Because you can't sit in the car and you can't read when you're driving, but you can listen to an audiobook.
Yes, but we justify it by the fact that everybody has the capability to be able to listen if they want to.
Right.
Even if it's not your personal preference.
There's just people like me that will not.
Right.
I did start ACOTAR, like the graphic audio, and I do really like it so far, so we'll see if I ever get through that.
I think that if you find some narrators that you like, because I was very against listening to audio too. I think Trisha was too for a long time. I remember having a knockdown drag out discussion with her.
I think Trisha or Kaylee are gonna win.
I agree.
Because Trisha reads an insane amount of books.
She does, and she gets through things fast.
She does.
Like, this is like,
I think she reads like normal size books though.
Right. She's reading like 300 pages or so.
Yeah.
While Samantha's over here reading 15,000 pages.
I know.
Books.
I always make the mistake of picking like ginormous books, and then I'm like, why have I only read 45 books this year?
Because she actually read 150, but it's all condensed in these massive tomes that she's picking up and slinging around.
Listen, I don't choose these books. These books choose me. They call me from the shelves.
Just
and
write
like,
that down and put that on
pick
the
me
shirt.
up. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I can't be stopped.
I just literally, I'm ready to figure out how to make my reading speed faster. I've been watching videos about how you can read faster.
Yeah.
I also realized that I'm not a skim reader like a lot of these people are.
Yeah.
A lot of people skim read, which is not a thing that I do. We also got into a really crazy discussion about the fact that some people, when they read, don't hear a voice in their head when they read.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so I wonder if that plays into the fact that I'm slow. But I don't know, you hear a voice.
Yeah, I hear a voice. I picture things. Whole shebang.
And some people just look at the words and they just somehow absorb, assimilate into their consciousness. And I don't understand how to turn off the voice inside my head.
Yeah.
Every time I type, every time I read, Beth Ann is yapping away up there. Or whoever is, you know what I mean, I've assigned whatever voice to. And I try to turn that off, and I can't. And so that's been interesting. So I think what I want to try to do is focus on some things I know I can get through pretty fast. And we'll see how it goes. We're going to try to update everybody as much as possible about who rolls when, and we're going to make some TikToks about everybody's rolls when they come up next. So be on the lookout soon, because as soon as somebody finishes, they're rolling, and we're getting points and stuff. We're in it to win it, dude, and it's getting close. What is this? Right now, it's the 18th.
12 more days. 13 more days.
It's not the 18th for you, but it's the 18th right now for us. And so, because we try to be on top of things, which, sometimes that goes well and sometimes it doesn't.
I think that my points are going to tank really bad May through August.
Well, you're also about to bring another child into this world. So.
I'm going to have a newborn and a almost 6-year-old.
You better like audiobooks real
at
fast.
home in the summer.
You better have audiobooks playing all the day long, lady. You better do it.
I just don't know if I can do it.
You got this. You got this. I think you're competitive enough to keep up.
I'll be like staying up till like 2 a.m. trying to bust out all my books.
Dude, it's going to be crazy.
I'll probably be up anyway, so.
It makes me wonder how much motivation this is going to give me to be able to move faster.
We're going to have so much motivation this year that in 2026 we're going to be like 5 books a year.
Out. I never thought about that. Sometimes you do burn yourself out though, reading so much. I found myself on this weird little mystery kick again, and I just finished 3 books, I think. Was it 3? I can't remember now. But I read another Josie Quinn. I read, 3. Wow, look at me go. That's insane, guys.
We're back on the Josie Quinn train. Choo choo.
Yeah. You just busted a book out yesterday.
Book 6.
Yes, and I just finished book 5. I'm gonna start book 6. But they're like little 300-page books, and
they're quick.
They're
easy
quick because
reads.
it's like your stereotypical formulaic mystery with your detective situation. I'm just really mad that Reed and Steinbeck, I think the first one is The Taken Ones and The Reaping, that I got them as free books, actually. They were sent to me. They're fantastic. If you ever want to read a unique mystery, Harry Steinbeck. I love Harry.
Harry.
He's just, no. Old Harry. Suave, debonair, handsome, tall Harry.
Suave Harry.
Suave Harry is my everything, so.
He's everything.
Everything. You know how I love a good male lead.
Yeah. Them blonde.
Them blonde boys leads,
with some
baddies.
Khakis and pink button-up shirts. With their hair brushed to the side.
I don't understand your idea of a baddie.
A baddie is a tall,
dark and brooding man.
Dark and brooding. Got that messy dark hair.
Those don't always...
Tats.
They front as baddies.
No, they're always bad.
No, they're actually cinnamon rolls. They're like ogres. They have layers.
They're protective.
Yeah, because... But that's what makes them cinnamon rolls.
Did you mean ogres or did you mean onions?
Ogres are like onions. One and the same.
I'm like ogres and layers.
Yes, ogres are like onions. They have layers.
So many layers.
The first layer is baddie. Right in the middle there is cinnamon roll. Okay? Real baddies are blonde.
I think we need a poll. We need Kaylee to upload a poll to Facebook.
Book baddies.
Who's your ideal book baddie? Please describe in the comments.
Yeah, exactly. Or vote. Blonde or black, brown hair. It's blonde.
Red hair.
No baddie I know has red hair. No offense to all the redhead baddies out there, but like any book baddie I know.
You just said there was no baddies.
No. Don't cut that out. Don't include that.
All the redheads heard you. Now
no, that's not what I'm saying. Like, written down in a book, nobody I've ever seen has ever been described as redhead. Like, no man.
I like that
all
messy...
the women baddies are redheaded.
I like that messy brown red hair.
Oh, like the coppery hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not...
That's a baddie.
That's like strawberry blonde. Blonde!
No.
Yes, I win!
It's like
write it down, I won.
It's like brown red.
Nope.
Brown
blonde,
red.
Strawberry blonde.
Auburn, I think. Brown red hair.
Strawberry blonde. Beth Ann was right! I know what I'm talking about.
Like,
I don't, but we'll pretend that I do.
Like this color?
Yeah, strawberry blonde.
That is not blonde. That is brown.
Nope. I refuse
brown?
to believe it. I refuse. Nope. You said it, not me. You confirmed that strawberry blondes are baddies.
Do the baddies have beards?
Baddies always have beards.
Okay, at least we agree.
Well, at least the older I get, baddies have beards. But that's a discussion for another day.
Beth Ann's baddie definition is Justin Bieber.
Ew, no!
The swoopy hair.
Well, my husband is, he says he's not tall.
He's got brown hair.
He's brown with a beard and piercing blue eyes.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell Dakota. She don't even want you. She wants the blonde.
No, I don't. Dakota's a baddie, according to your definition.
You are not her ideal baddie character.
Oh my gosh. He's not a book baddie, I guess. Right?
Okay, describe your ideal book baddie. So you like blonde hair. What color of eyes?
Obviously, they're blue.
Okay.
Everybody wants blue eyes, okay?
I'm more of a brown green eyed.
I don't mind green.
If you got blue eyes, you're just too nice. You're too nice.
What?
There's something that's just too nice about you. You gotta have like brown, like pretty brown eyes.
Blue eyes are so striking and piercing.
Yeah, but they're like,
yeah.
They're like, hi.
Just write that off. Yeah.
I just did a photo shoot with my pets. You know?
No.
It's giving cuddly.
Green is also really striking, or like a hazel.
Yeah.
But I have brown eyes, and I'm like, brown eyes.
But they're like dark and mysterious.
You want like black brown eyes.
Yeah.
You just want all black.
Yeah.
Like, like dark brown eyes, dark brown hair, covered in tattoos from head to toe.
Yeah.
Throw in a face tattoo.
Yep.
Like, you're that mafia romance. Like, that's what you like. With the really tight black button-up shirt with the little collar peeking out, with the sleeves rolled up.
Maybe.
Black belt, shiny black shoes, black slacks, smirking at you from across the room.
Some Crocs.
Flippy hair. Crocs.
Beth Ann is blonde hair with a pink button-up shirt, some khaki pants, and some Crocs.
No.
We upload this, Ben, when we upload this, we need Kaylee to attach a book baddie poll. Okay?
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Is she gonna do this? She's not
Kaylee
gonna
do it. We know she can do it.
This went off the rails.
We need or just at the end, comment what your ideal book baddie. Change the description. We need to put that at the end. Comment your ideal
book baddies.
Book baddie.
Oh man, no, but you have to. I do agree with you that a book baddie has the suit situation, nice tailored suit. Obviously, they have abs. Well, not all of them.
Or a nice tight shirt with some nice jogger sweatpants. That could be a baddie too.
I mean, yeah,
like casual wear.
But yeah, business attire. You know.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, nice, cropped back hair with the bouffant situation, messy in the front. You know what I mean?
But
with the fade.
I prefer messy, forward messy.
Yes.
Not swooped back.
I like it both. Okay, listen, I like it all.
It can look good either way, but I prefer the messy.
Because it's playful and cute.
Yeah, I want to give you a nuggie.
I don't know if I want to give you a nuggie.
A nuggie. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
That's a horrible term for that. You guys should also rename that.
Yeah, rename nuggie. Let us know.
Let us know
what the new word is.
Yeah. So
a floofer. Give him a floofer.
That's worse. So yeah, anyway, that's how the podcast goes, is we just get right off the rails. It's like our Dean Winchester conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a baddie, you agree?
He's a mid. He's mid.
I cannot stand you.
I prefer
Sam. Why do we
always
disagree? Why?
He's just quieter. I like the quiet men. I don't want you to be screaming in my face and trying to make jokes. Just be a little quieter. 'Cause you're not that funny.
I think you're hilarious.
You're just not that funny, okay? And I don't want a man that's trying to make everybody laugh. You're quiet. You got to try to make me laugh.
I'll let Nolan know that he's not your ideal baddie either.
I told Nolan when he's trying to make jokes in public, I'm like, shh. Just shh.
I like a funny guy. That's the best kind of guy.
I like it when they're funny, but in my my fantasy non-existent world, it's
you just want him not to talk.
It's the quiet, mysterious dude, you know?
Ugh, that's too much.
Yeah, but not too mysterious. I don't want to have to try to figure out what the heck you're doing for 5 months. No, thank you. kick you to the curb. You're done.
Samantha,
Bye.
you're so picky.
Bye.
So picky. All right, let us know, guys. I mean, you have to let us know what you're going to do for Bookopoly. If you're going to pick up any of these prompts along the way, if you're going to participate, please participate. It'll be really fun.
It's
There's
like
all kinds of free
you can do
resources.
like a choose your character. Do you want to be Candace? Do you want to be Beth Ann?
Oh,
Do you want to be
vote.
Samantha?
Who do you think's going to win?
Vote for me.
You already know.
I have a
I'm not gonna
disadvantage.
win.
Vote for me.
Disadvantage. Feel sorry for me.
Feel sorry for me.
People's choice. You know, what do you guys think? Vote for your book baddie. Vote for who you think's going to win Bookopoly this next year. Pick up your. It's time to start your TBR, guys. I mean, restart it.
Like 2 weeks.
Dust it off. Get some books off the shelf. Figure out what's going to happen for your TBR for just January. You know, bite-sized pieces. Okay. And then, join us again when we come back. I think for our next episode, it's going to be some more our next episode.
I think it'll be January 16th is our next episode. No, our next episode, will be January 16th.
We're recording that on the 8th.
Allegedly.
That'll post up normal times, which you all know. We'll be interviewing the author of The Silver Blood Promise, which is a science fiction fantasy by James Logan. And that's going to be really awesome. So we're going to be able to be on. You'll see that.
Our first male guest. Well, author guest.
Yeah, actually it is. Which is And so you'll be able to see that. And then after that, we'll be back on through some Bookopoly things. New prompts. You'll hear new voices, see new faces. Yeah,
well,
get involved,
you won't
guys.
see us, but you'll hear us.
I mean, you'll see us for this author interview.
Yeah, that's true.
So, if you want to start reading that now, grab it. It's here. It's online. It's on all those resources I was talking about, Libby Hoopla. If you don't know your card number and your PIN, call us up. Come in. Say hi.
Join us. Join us every week. Get down with the BNS. We need... Insert our theme song here. Do, 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 do. I don't know how it goes.
I don't know what our theme song
BNS.
is, but it's cool. Yeah.
And have a great rest of your week.
Yeah. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.